This is Kyle Price, and you're listening to the Loon Call. This week on the Loon Call, we spotlight genre-defying, award-winning musicians with local ties. The Saunders brothers of Caroga Lake, Jeff, Richard, and Rob, come from a musical upbringing, singing and playing all ranges and styles together as a family. As yearly guests at the Caroga Lake Music Festival, we get lucky to have front row seats year after year to be a part of the latest musical happenings in the Saunders family. All three brothers will be joining us this Thursday at 5:15 Eastern for our second Happy Hour Music QuaranTalk. To learn more about this event or anything else related to Caroga Arts, please visit carogaarts.org.
Telegraph cables, they sing down the
Richard, the youngest brother and vocalist in the family, regularly appears with Grammy Award winners such as Chance the Rapper. He was a founding member of the award-winning group Third Story and is part of an exciting new duo called Refs.
in this romantic set.
Jeff, the middle brother and Grammy Award-winning bass player, plays with the likes of Sierra Hull and the Hit Points. He also regularly appears with Nashville's Finest. Rounding out the trio of brothers is Rob Saunders, a mandolin and cello player who was recently named Music Education Director at the Miami Music Project, a well-renowned organization in Miami, Florida.
Moonlight in Vermont.
All three brothers and their family co-founded Saunders Fest, which is an annual music festival celebrating Americana and bluegrass music. The fest started out of the Lake House Garage and has brought sought-after artists who have collaborated with the Saunders brothers throughout the year, including Third Story, the O'Connor Band, Sierra Hull, and more. That was Richard and Jeff Saunders playing at the 2019 Caroga Lake Music Festival, a little number titled Moonlight in Vermont. I first met Jeff, Richard, and Rob at the 2015 Saunders Fest, which took place in Canada Lake at the garage of their Uncle John. We had just finished a show at Caroga Chapel, and there was about 20 or so string players that ended up heading over to the garage, and we were amazed to see tons of people seated in front of this garage and this really well-known group singing called Third Story, which Richard was a founding member of. We actually had all been watching them on YouTube earlier that week and had no idea that they were just right down the street. We were all taken back by the amazing talent that the family and their friends had, and right away, when talking to Jeff, realized it was going to be really fun to combine the talents of a string family on Caroga Lake and another string family, but maybe of a slightly different genre on Canada Lake. And we were just really excited by all the possibilities that came about, and we've been collaborating ever since. One of the main initiators of connecting the two families came about when I met with Steve Smith, CEO of Ella Bean and also Canada Lake resident, who let us know that there was a one-day music festival happening in the family's garage and invited us over that evening. So we were really happy that Steve made it happen and connected these two really, really amazing groups together. Ever since that night of jamming together at Saunders Fest, the whole Saunders family have become crucial contributors to the operations and success of the Caroga Arts Collective. Whether it be providing a meal for dozens of musicians, putting up guest musicians in their place, or providing much-needed tech production and recording directions during our shows throughout the Caroga Lake Music Festival, they've always been there to lend a hand for us. This next selection comes from a 2018 concert featuring Mike Block, cellist of the award-winning Silk Road Ensemble. Rob Saunders joins them on mandolin to make it a duo. Let's take a listen. Such great memories from that really exciting concert at Nick Stoner Inn back in 2018. Mike Block has been a close friend of the festival since 2017 when he was one of our first guest artists to join, and it's really cool to hear him on that selection. We're going to leave you off with one more for the night, featuring Jeff Saunders at the Caroga Arts Winter Residency at Pleasant Lake Inn, playing one of his favorite songs on the banjo. Thanks for tuning in this week. This has been the Loon Call.